What's going on, everybody? Esri Rozier here. What a meltdown. What an inexcusable loss on a day where you honor Nick Foles, your Super Bowl 52 MVP. A day where you honor Jason Kelce returning to Philadelphia for the first time as a Monday Night Football broadcaster. It was a pleasure getting to stand next to you on stage, by the way, Kelce. But the Eagles lose to the Atlanta Falcons at Lincoln Financial Field by 1 point, 22-21. First I'm going to start out with this. Yes, Saquon Barkley, he should have caught the ball. Saquon should have caught the ball. But you know what? I'm not going to kill Saquon for that drop. After the way he was doing his thing throughout the night, I'm not mad at Saquon. I'm mad at Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore because why did you even throw the ball on that play? It was 3rd and 3. 1 minute, 46 seconds left in the game. The Falcons didn't have any more timeouts, by the way. The Falcons used all their timeouts. It was 3rd and 3. Why did you throw the ball? Just hand it off to Barkley. All you had to do was hand it off. I find it very unlikely that Barkley doesn't convert on that 3rd or 4th down. Or I find it very unlikely that Barkley doesn't convert the 3rd down and the brotherly shove doesn't work on 4th down. I find it very unlikely, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to kill Barkley for that drop because it was a bad play call to begin with. We had no business throwing the ball on that 3rd and 3. Just hand it off to your star running back who has been killing this Falcons defense the whole game. It's just an inexcusable decision by this coaching staff. All you had to do was hand it off. That's all you had to do. You had victory, and then you just snatched it from the jaws of defeat. Well, I think I messed up that phrasing. I'm so upset about this game. The Eagles should not have lost this game. We should be 2-0 right now, ladies and gentlemen. That was a terrible decision. And let's not forget about the first quarter where I believe on 4th and 4, we went on a quarterback draw. Why would you do that? That is the 2023 Eagles playbook. Why are we calling plays from last year? These are play calls from last year. And I don't think Kellen Moore had that idea. I think it was Nick Sirianni with some of these play calls, honestly. Because that quarterback draw on 4th and 4, that just reeks of 2023 Eagles play calling, just absurdity. The offensive play calling in this game was so bad. They barely went down the middle. We threw to the sideline 50 million times, Britton Covey, Jahan Dotson. I know that they found Devontae Smith down the middle a few times. Great touchdown by Devontae Smith at one point, but just the play calling in this game was very frustrating to watch. Just a very frustrating night, man. And the defense on that final drive, oh my God, guys. The Falcons went to the end zone in 5 plays, it felt like. The Falcons went to the end zone in 5 plays. Wide open catch, wide open catch, wide open catch, wide open catch. Touchdown, Drake London. Darius Slay got burned. And Darius Slay did own up to it after the game. He did own up to it on social media. He was very responsible, and I respect that. But this pass rush, guys, it did not do enough, man. This pass rush has to be better. Bryce Huff, we're paying you all that money. You got to be better. There were some moments like Milton Williams getting the sack on Kirk Cousins on a huge 3rd down one time. But the pass rush they were not getting enough pressure on Kirk Cousins. And Kirk Cousins is not a mobile quarterback. He's a pocket Peter. He'll stay in a pocket. The fact that you couldn't get enough pressure on him of all guys, that's very concerning. This game, the ending of this game was very similar to that Seahawks game last year. It was just like that Seattle game I went to last year. The defense gets shredded on the final drive, and then Jalen Hurts throws an unnecessary deep shot that gets intercepted. This game, the Eagles had no business losing this game. They should not have thrown that ball to Saquon Barkley on 3rd and 3. All they had to do was hand it off. And then the defense can't stop anything on that final drive. It was just wide open catch after wide open catch after wide open catch. And like I said earlier with the pass rush, I was telling people all offseason, even before the season started, that my main concern was this pass rush because you lost Fletcher Cox, you lost Hassan Reddick. They already struggled with the pass rush at the tail end of last season. They had the single worst sack percentage on 3rd down in the entire NFL to end last year. And then we're already seeing the pass rush be an issue again to start this season. Like, I miss Hassan Reddick. Like, Hassan, please come back, man. I miss Hassan Reddick. Like, this pass rush is going to be a huge issue. We got to do something. We have to do something about this pass rush, man. This was not a game you could afford to lose. With the schedule coming out, you already are going to be without A.J. Brown for the next few weeks thanks to that hamstring injury he suffered in practice. Next week, you go to New Orleans, who looks like the best team in the NFL right now, to be honest. Then after that, you go to Tampa Bay. Those are two undefeated teams right now. You could not afford to lose this Falcons game at home with this 2-game stretch coming up at New Orleans, at Tampa Bay. Like, this was a game that the Eagles had in the bag, and they just gave it to the Atlanta Falcons. They're like, here, Atlanta, you can have it. We don't need this game at Lincoln Financial Field in front of our home crowd. Take it. Here. It'll be our honor. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I see a lot of people getting mad at Saquon, but we should not have thrown the ball there. I thoroughly believe that. If you had just run the ball on that play, I think that Saquon would have converted it. And even if he didn't, I think that we would have converted the 4th down by brotherly shove or Saquon again. Just an inexcusable loss yesterday. Inexcusable. The play calling, like Jalen Hurts going through these deep shots, unnecessary, that get intercepted. Like, that's why we lost this. That's why we lost the Seahawks game last year. It was so similar to that Seahawks game. I can't stress it enough, ladies and gentlemen. And that was also on Monday night. If you remember, that game was originally on Sunday, like 1 p.m., and then it got flexed to Monday night because the NFL didn't want the Patriots on primetime because they were terrible. This was a game the Eagles had in the bag, and they found a way to blow it. They stopped the Falcons on that huge 4th and 1. I thought that was the game. All you had to do was just eat up the clock. You forced the Falcons to use all their timeouts, and then they throw it to Saquon inexcusably. Just horrible, ladies and gentlemen. But take care, everybody, and go Birds.